Great. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Nima Galamzadeh, and I'm a community college transfer specialist at National. I just wanted to, thank Shane for giving me the opportunity to come and present to Greenfield Community College about some of our online programs. So we're really excited to be able to, branch out and share our story with other states, and so we're really excited about that. So I know I just introduce myself, but here's a wonderful picture of me with my haircut. So in case anyone was wondering, that was the hairstyle at the time. So it's just kind of stuck with me. I actually met with the student recently who said it looks like my real estate picture. So I don't know if you're looking for the best rates in town, but apparently this guy right here with this picture probably has it. A little bit more about myself. I've been with National for over 10 years. I've worked in different departments. I've worked in financial aid and credentials, and I also received my bachelor's and my master's while attending National. And really, we're kind of tailored towards individuals who are managing other types of commitments, not just focusing on going to school, but also having families and working full time as well. And the first thing that we always suggest for students to do is to connect with your community college transfer center, because they're going to be the ones to provide you with different options, right? Different deadlines, excuse me, the application period. So we always suggest for students to do that first. And Shane has been really great with making sure that he's relaying the correct information, because it's all about having options, right? Not every student's journey is going to be the same. So having options is going to be important. So a little bit about National. National, we're actually celebrating our 50th anniversary. We're a veteran founded nonprofit. And what makes us unique is that we have 4-week classes. So rather than trying to juggle multiple subjects at once, you're really just focused on one subject at a time, 4-week classes, and then you complete that and you're on to the next one right after it. We also have year-round enrollment. So what does that mean? Why is that important? It's because sometimes students, they complete their associate's degree and they don't want to wait until the fall to apply. They want to jump right into their bachelor's degree. And because we have year-round enrollment and we have monthly start dates, students have the opportunity to do so. But we also understand that things happen, life comes up, whether it's vacation or family obligations. So we have flexible scheduling. So if you can't take a class in a month, you can connect with your academic enrollment advisor, and they'll be able to make the necessary adjustment and drop that class and add it later on into your program. Our GPA requirement to enroll into our bachelor's programs is 2.0. And we understand that a GPA is not always an accurate reflection of a student's, willingness and want to receive their bachelor's degree. So which is why we have it set at 2.0. National University is regionally accredited by the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. That's the highest level of accreditation here on the West Coast. I would compare it to the New England Commission of Higher Education. So similar. And why is that important? Is because if you receive a bachelor's degree from National University and you want to transfer onto your master's, you can do so in New England. You can do so at anywhere in the country because we're regionally accredited. And our faculty, and I can speak from my own experience, is the faculty are really bringing that real world experience. So you're in that class for 1 month, you're working with an individual who probably is working in their respective field. So whether they're an actual counselor, marriage family therapist, you're going to be learning from somebody who's actually in the industry. And a lot of times if students are completing their bachelor's, their associate's degrees from Greenfield, and they want to transfer to National in the Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology, they can finish in as little as 20 months. It is going to depend on each student's situation and the courses they're transferring, but we're seeing it's 20 months or less could be kind of the limit for you to complete your bachelor's. So here are the different programs that we have. We have over 75 degree programs ranging from business administration, criminal justice, psychology, sociology. So these are the different programs. And really what we do is we try to make sure that we're connecting students to a program that's going to best fit their needs, right? It's not just about getting the bachelor's degree. It's where do you see yourself in a year? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And how can we help you get to that next stage? So I know one of the programs we want to kind of highlight today is the Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology program, which a little bit later on in the presentation I'll show you, and I'm going to provide the contact information and flyer to Shane, who's going to be able to share it to all students who are interested. So we also want to talk about some of the services that National offers. So from your enrollment to academic and also your financial aid, We also have a student accessibility services and a wellness department. So if you're receiving any accommodations at Greenfield or have received them in the past, we want to make sure, that we are going to have you continue to receive those resources here. And those departments are strictly confidential. So, you speak with them, you don't have to worry about that information being, accessible to other departments in the university. And being online, we want to make sure that you have access to our online library, which has thousands of different types of resources available for students who are conducting research, writing papers, and we even have online librarians that you can connect with to kind of assist you with that whole research process, as well as a math and a writing center. So if you're having a trouble, writing a certain paper or want to have a second set of eyes to take a look at it, we do have a writing center that you can connect with online. Again, we are veteran founded, so we do have a vet center. And again, we're here to support you from the beginning, middle, and all the way up until graduation and beyond, which is why we have our Career Services Center. So if you have a resume you need tuned up, or if maybe you want to join one of our LinkedIn workshops, we have these resources available for students. You're in an online class, so what if you have some issues with tech? We have 24-hour tech support that we can provide for students if you're having trouble logging in or whatever that might be. And our student concierge service is kind of like a one-stop shop. So if you need to get an update about your financial aid, then you can reach out to our concierge service and they'll be able to provide you that information. So kind of just to highlight the undergraduate transfer information, which we talked a little bit about. So our eligibility is 2.0. We are transfer friendly. So if it's a regionally accredited institution, which Greenfield is, then we will create an articulation and be able to transfer as many credits as possible. And then again, transferring in as completing your bachelor's in as little as 20 months moves you on to the next stage if you want to go to graduate school or wherever else in your career. So I wanted to kind of highlight, some of the scholarships and some of the costs that we're looking at. I know that's important for all students, so we want to make sure that we are transparent about all of the information and the cost involved with that. So I put 20 courses there because, usually we're seeing students are completing about 20 courses when transferring from Greenfield or transferring from a community college with their associates. So we have 20 courses. Our courses are $1,665 per course. So that gives you the original tuition price of $33,300. Now, we do have a scholarship for Greenfield Community College students. It's called the Fast Track Scholarship. So what is that? That means every fourth class, so you complete 3 classes successfully, your fourth class will be free. So that's one of the scholarships that we have. So what we've kind of calculated is in a 20-month period, you're looking at an additional savings of $6,660. And that doesn't include Pell Grant. So on average, we're seeing students receive a Pell Grant for a 20-month period for around $8,500. But again, it's going to depend on each student's, kind of their family size and their income and completing the FAFSA, which is, important to make sure to fill it out every year. And so again, depending on the Pell Grant, you're looking at $18,000 to $26,000. And that's for the entire program to receive your bachelor's degree. So, it's important to know this information because, these are all things that we're calculating into, our decisions of where we want to go and how quickly we want to complete our degrees. Because one thing that I mentioned to students is that the cost may be, the cost may be higher, but imagine completing your bachelor's degree in 20 months as opposed to 30 months. And what does that do for your potential earning that you can be getting by completing your bachelor's degree a lot sooner? So a lot of things to think about. Let me try to click through these slides. So I'll mention the Fast Track Scholarship. Again, you need to be degree seeking, formally admitted to National University, complete 4 courses within a 6-month period, and be in good academic standing. So again, 3 classes you complete successfully, the fourth class would be free. And of course, I mentioned that we were founded on a military base. So we are a nonprofit and yellow ribbon school, which we accept GI Bill post 9/11. But if you are active duty, you are eligible for our active military discount tuition, which drops the courses down from $1,665 to $747 per course, and fast track as well. So you can see that the savings is pretty substantial. Active duty service members, spouse and dependents of active duty service members, active reserve, National Guard service members, and dependents of active reserve and National Guard service members. So we understand, being a military founded institution, how important it is to support our military, both active duty, reserve, and veterans as well too. So very excited to be able to provide these services for our military. So again, this is my contact information. But what I'd like to do momentarily, I know I had mentioned it, is I do want to pull up the program that I wanted to highlight for y'all, which is let's see, and I am going to drop this here in the chat. Let me just open this up, share my screen, and we can get this going here. All right, so this is the particular program that we offer. So it is a Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology. Um, and what I'm going to do is, if I may, I'm going to drop, this is the link to our website for this particular program. And keep in mind, you can always connect with myself through Calendly. You can connect with our lead faculty for the program. So if you have more questions or any concerns about the particulars of the program, the direction you want to go to, you're more than welcome to reach out to any of us, and we'll provide that information. Again, our goal is to provide options for students. Sometimes national ends up being the right option, sometimes it doesn't, and that's totally okay. We want to just make sure that students know, hey, if you're working full-time, you need an online program from a regionally accredited school, then we are a great option for you. So let's look at the program specific. So we can request contact information. We have the program learning outcomes. And I wanted to click on the course listing. So again, we have the requirements for the major. Again, this is you coming in with your associate's degree, and that all of those lower division requirements have been accepted. If for some reason they're not accepted, we also have a testing center. So you can test out of particular courses that you feel that maybe you have taken at Greenfield or anywhere else that maybe we didn't have articulation with. And so you want to say, you know what, I'm going to try testing out. So we have a testing out option for you. But as you can see, we are very detailed oriented with our psychology courses. So again, we're connecting you to the lead faculty. What direction do you want to go to? Do you want to get an MFT, marriage family therapist after? Do you want to be working with adolescents or young adults? So we allow students the opportunity to pick particular courses depending on what their major is. So I'm going to provide Shane with the more details of the actual flyer, but then my contact information is going to be available to you all. So if you had any questions and you wanted to kind of connect with me, I look forward to hearing more from you, and hopefully getting you on the track that you need. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.